All right. So I want to ask you about you and how you bring out your writing to people. Because if someone comes to you and says, I want to read some of your stories or I want to know about you in your writing, how do you bring that to a reader or to your audience?
Again, just go to my website, author-moniquegooch.com. Check out my books there. Also, when I tell people about my books, the first thing I tell them is about my novel, Preyed Upon, the untold story of Jedediah Jackson. Again, trigger warning for those who have suffered abuse, maybe sexual abuse or in any way. I talks a lot about the Black church and how sometimes people may worship the leader of the church or the angel of the house, so to speak, instead of God himself. We put pastor, who is a man, not God, before
Mhm.
God. And oftentimes we let everything slide instead of bringing it to a head and just cutting it off. It's like, listen, he's a man, he's going to make mistakes. But instead of bringing it to attention, we sweep it under the rug. A lot of things in that book contains, about sexuality and homosexuality and how we as Black people, and especially the Black church, uh, do not address things like that, and which is a lot of times the reason why this generation has turned away from the church, the Black church. It's unfortunate because they want to be who they are, but
Mhm.
the Bible says, and the church says, love everyone, but you turn people away because of who they love. That doesn't sound very Christ-like. So the book
Mhm.
deals a lot with things of that nature. Again, it's something everyone should read. It's a good read. Keeps you definitely on your toes. You wonder whose skeleton is going to fall out the closet next. I mean, there's a whole
Mhm.
graveyard in this man's closet. You just never know what's going to happen. And it's a page turner for sure. My other books, they are short stories. Like A Dance in December is about a little girl who simply just wants a first dance. That's all she wants. She's just so shy. And it's her first school dance, and everyone's excited when we have those. And she's tired of always being picked last for everything. We've all been in that place as a young man, or in this case, a little girl. She's just like that shy, awkward kid, and is tired of like, hey, let me holler at your friend. It's like nobody notices me. Like I'm here. Another one is just Kylie, and in that story, I just wanted it to be about a little girl getting her first kiss, but it was like God said, plot twist, make it a trans girl. And I had no experience in the trans community, so I had to do a lot of research for that one. And will this boy like this girl simply because of who she is and not for what is in between her legs? So,
Mm.
interesting read there as well.
Strong.
And the other story that I wrote is called Love You More. And that one I wrote in dedication to both of my grandmothers. One passed away of Alzheimer's disease, and the other one actually passed away 4 years ago from COVID. And that's why I wrote this before she died. The
Mhm.
other one, she died in the nursing home from COVID, and all she wanted was to get out of the nursing home, and she did not have the chance. She died in the nursing home. So it's just about two friends in the nursing home. Um, and that one was very special to me. On the cover, you see two women, very young, one white, one black, and that's also dedicated to my best friend. Her name is
Mhm.
Summer. That's something we say to each other: "Love you more." Um, like some people say, "Love you," mean it. We say, "Love you" and "Love you more." It's something we say to each other. Um, I don't talk about that book a lot because it's kind of painful to see. It's to see my. It was painful to see my grandma. Her name was Mama Irene, to die of
Mhm.
Alzheimer's. She didn't know who I was anymore, and so I truly regret not going to see her because I just didn't like to see her that way. I wanted to remember her who she was, but I did write that for both of them. So
Okay.
yeah, if anyone's dealing with loved ones who's going through loved ones with dementia or Alzheimer's, this might be a short story for you. I've gotten comments on that book too. It's like, wow, like I'm dealing with this. Like I felt this. I went through this. So, you know, each story that I have written, I've seen, heard, been through, went through. I'm very much an empath. I can feel people's pain or I've been through myself. So
Mm,
um, each story has a piece, some type of piece of me in it. So it's definitely worth checking out. And all my books are like I said, are on Amazon or wherever books are sold.
okay, perfect, perfect. Let me get into one last question. This has to do with your friends, since you brought up your friend Summer. What would you let me ask you first. Have they read all your stories, your friends?
No.
Oh, okay. So let's say a friend decide they want to read one of your stories. When they get to the end, are they gonna think different of you when they read one of your stories, or is it gonna be kind of, oh well, it's done. Let me get back to my friend, and I'm not even gonna think nothing about it. So what do you think?
Uh, no. I would be like, Summer would be like, Monique, girl. Now, how
Mm.
did you do this? Did you get your research? Where'd you get your research from? Let me take notes. Hold on. So that would be Summer. So
So
my other friends would be just shocked, like, wow, okay, you know. But my friends would expect nothing less. So let's just say that because they know me. They know how I am. Um, more than anything, they're just very supportive. So
well, I want to say this. And it's just because I know you and I know that you're very blunt, I think you will be a wonderful romance novelist. The way you talked about that young man from Bridgerton, he doesn't even know what you can probably do for him on the page. And I actually think you would definitely shine in that genre of story. I know that's just not you because I don't like anybody picking my genre. I write kind of what I want to write, what comes to
mhm.
me. But I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure your friends will be on some what's the 50 shades of gray. They will be looking at you in all type of ways, talking about, wait a minute, what's going on in her head? I just didn't know. I did not know. I'm pretty sure you will get the call 3 o'clock in the morning after they finish one of your books because they can't sleep. It says, where did this come from? So I just think you will be good with that. Do you agree with me on that? That's how I feel.
I mean, I think I would be great at romance, but I would keep them apart as long as possible just to drive people crazy.
Mm,
That's the whole point of romance. You know, you
yeah.
keep them apart as long as possible and then you put them together. It's like, finally, when are they going to get together? You know, so.
All right. Well, I appreciate you. I hate to wrap up, but I'm definitely got an idea, and I'm gonna plug his name. I'm gonna try to get you and Sergio. This is my. I'm trying to do my first time ever having two guests at the same time on. If you're down for something like that, please let me know. But
Please get me and Serge together. We have
I
done
need it.
interviews before and they've always been fun. And the reason my glass is fogged up is because I was taking something out of the oven. So,
Oh, I didn't know you was up there. No, let me not say that. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that one alone to right now. But I,
see, if Serge were here, he would have said something vulgar. So, yeah, which is why me and Serge play off each other. So, yeah.
yeah, okay. Well, I just try to be nice, but I'm also I understand people have their own vices. That'd be a good title, vices.
Yeah, I like it already. See, now I
Yeah.
want to read it.
But all right, here's your time to shout out you, where people can find you on social media. If you want people following you and getting into your business or whatever, tell them where they need to go.
Again, go to author-moniquegooch.com. That's my website. You can find me on Facebook under Monique Gooch Brown because I'm married. Twitter, just Monique Gooch. dash Brown. Instagram, same name. I don't do Snapchat because I'm not 12, but those are the main three social medias that you can find me on.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. And of course, this is based on characters. It's definitely based on the characters that I like to follow and the stories I'm interested in. And I appreciate my guests, Monique Gooch, the undercover writer, the one that will get into your head like nobody else's business, that will make you mad, that will make you sad, but also will make you glad that you read her.
That's
Again,
me.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you jumping on and spending some of your time and spending some of your, give me some of your little tidbits on how you get into the creative process, how you write, how you think, and your scale of these celebrities for 1 to 10 are very questionable in my book. But those are your numbers and not mine. Again, I appreciate it.
RJP 12, always.
RJ 12. You're gonna go past the 10 to the 12.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look this person up again. I gotta take a second look because I you just gave him wonderful reviews. It's just unbelievable.
Well, you saw the man in Bridgerton.
Yeah, but I ain't looking at the man.
Damn
They
it, damn it,
all
damn
they
it.
all fours to me. I don't care who it is. But anyway, anyway, again, I appreciate you so much. And like I tell my audience, stay true, be faithful, and believe in yourself. Again, I appreciate you so much, and I will speak to you all again. Peace, everybody.